Okay, Tim Balster here, Magic on the Farm, one of the ground shows going on at the Warren County Fair. And Tim, well, what can folks expect when they come to see one of the Magic on the Farm shows?
Well, it's going to be a whole lot of fun. We're going to do a lot of magic, a lot of comedy mixed in, and believe it or not, we're going to learn a little thing or two about agriculture as well while we're having fun.
So I happened to catch a small portion of the show yesterday. There you had a young man on stage, and it looked like you were showing him some of the different places where some of his food has come from. How important is it to educate people, kids especially, about the importance of agriculture and where their food comes from?
It's really important, and that's really the heart of the show. You know, I've been a magician all my life, and then about 5 years ago I did an agricultural game show, and then when I realized the impact that was having, I thought, well, geez, I got to couple that with my magic and use that to get the message across. And really works out great. You might have seen the trick. I get a kid up on stage, I ask him where pizza comes from, the Domino's Pizza, the grocery store, or a farm, and they always say pizza shop or grocery store. So then we break all the ingredients down, talk about, you know, wheat becomes the flour, the milk from the cows becomes the cheese, and the tomatoes make the tomato sauce. The pepperoni is made from the animals on the farm that are raised. So that way it takes a common thing that every kid's familiar with, every kid knows what pizza is and tastes like, and now that we've made them aware of where it came from a farm. So when they're driving through and even just looking at a cornfield, it was the corn that fed the cow that created the milk for the cheese and the meat.
So how did you get connected with the Warren County Fair, and what's your experience been here?
Variety Attractions is a theatrical agent that books a lot of the concerts and stuff here at the fair, and I've been associated with them since the late 90s actually. And so they're the ones that booked me in here, and they've been really a great partner to work with, and we really appreciate our agents and all the people that are working on the fairs, the volunteers that make a fair go. People don't realize how much work goes into a fair and how many people work on it that don't get any applause like I do or a paycheck at the end. It's volunteer work, and many hands make it work.
So we can see kind of on the sign behind us, but the show times at 1, 3, and 5. And how exhausting can it be? You only get an hour between, get everything reset and ready to go.
It's pretty tiring, especially if the sun is hot. You know. The other one that's tough is when it can't decide whether it's going to rain or not. If it's just raining a little bit and you don't want to get your electronics shorted out, you got to bring them in real quick, and then sometimes you wish it would just pour, and then there's no question, you can just put it away and wait till the sun comes out.
So it's Thursday afternoon here as we chat. You got a couple of more days left. How big a crowd are you expecting to see here?
I think we're going to do real well because we've had full bleachers every show, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday here so far. So I think the weekend's going to be even bigger. So get here early to get a seat.
All right, Tim from Magic on the Farm. Thanks so much for taking some time. Enjoy your rest of the stay at the Warren County Fair.